Welcome. Can you hear me? Is my mic working? I think it's working. Anyways, I see people are already in the chat. Hello, Din22, and also Art Curious, Miriam. Nice to see you. Awesome. Glad you're here. Who's it who asked? I think it was Din22. He says, what are you going to do today? I seem to remember that like on, was that on Napoleon Dynamite? What are you going to do today, Napoleon? Whatever the heck I want to. I think he says something like that. Well, I got this pastel paper and I was trying it out, and I don't know much about pastels, although I've been doing for a little bit, a couple of months, and with mixed results on the smaller ones. Hello. Oh, good, you can hear. But I couldn't get many layers of pastel. The thing is with pastels is like you start putting a couple of layers down, and then after a while the layers just don't go on anymore because you've kind of covered up the tooth of the paper. It really is kind of dependent on the paper. So I got this special pastel paper recently, and I'm having a great time actually putting more colors down. I mean, I kind of learned how to economize with the low quality paper I was using. It wasn't even low quality paper. It was just like, it was watercolor paper is what I was doing. So, so here's this field of, I think, what is this? Lavender? Something like that. It's purple, whatever it is. Purple flowers, a field of purple flowers. I found it on Unsplash. Unsplash is where you can find a lot of good reference photos for things. Anyway, oil pastel is very messy, and I'm not helping matters much by smudging out my opening area, but let's go ahead and try it a little bit more. Oh, you can still like draw right over the top of it. See, like on regular paper, you couldn't do that. Once you smudged it, that's pretty much it. That was all that was going to happen on that piece of paper. There were ways around it, though. So, for example, you could use mineral spirits, and they would they kind of melt the oil pastel. Also, I found out you could just use like any kind of like oil. Like the guy that I watch was a Chinese guy named Shin Art. And he has like these Paul Rubens ones are real soft, so you can kind of like, get them to melt really good. And use a palette knife like this and do like an impasto technique. But if you have Pentels, which I also have, like this Pentel one, they're kind of crumbly and they won't do that. Except he showed this technique where he just got like hand lotion and was able to do it. But you could use olive oil or canola oil or any kind of vegetable oil. And you'd have to like find, either a spare piece of paper or some kind of palette, and but you could totally soften up your oil pastels. Anyways, and it's still letting me put layers down, which is kind of cool. Oh, even though it's in a very good painting, I freely admit. It's letting me get away with a lot, so I probably could have gone in and like, gone full blend on the bottom layer, because you can still see a lot of white tooth kind of cutting through the painting there. All right, how about some brown up here? This path that kind of goes through the middle. I got a darker purple around here somewhere. How about this purple? I think this is sort of a dark orchid. And then a couple of plants should be like way up in the foreground. Anyway, let's see what it looks like. This is my favorite part, by the way, is taking the edges off. You can do underpaint with alcohol and then paint details over that. That's a good idea too. I have some alcohol here. I have some rubbing alcohol. And like these aren't even the chalk pastels, which I've got some of those too. And I'm really bad at those. So that would be that would be a good idea to get good at them. I'm afraid if I peel the tape up, I'm going to get pastel all over it. So let me clean my fingers off here. All right, let's try it. Oh, please. So it's peeling the paper a bit. So let me get it from the other side. There we go. That was a smart move. Oh, it's doing it that way too. Once it starts peeling the paper up, I always try and go from the other side of the tape. And it usually comes off a little bit better. All right, let's see if this will work. Aha! And my favorite part about this is the edges, because it looks like it's almost like it's printed on there. It's like, completely white, and then there's completely paint or whatever. So Miriam or Arcturious, however you like, do you do pastels? Are you a pastel person? Or do you just like watching pastel videos? Because you knew about the underpainting technique. I'm not very good at it, just so you know. Like, I don't consider myself an expert on this. There's some things that you can do with pastels that are super easy, like clouds. And then there's some things that are kind of super hard, like figures and stuff, faces, portraits. So you do pastel sometimes? Maybe. Let's do a Halloween. It's the first day of fall today too. I was thinking maybe I should do like an autumn picture, like autumn leaves. Hang on. I'm going on Unsplash and I'll find a reference photo and then I'll share the. Come on now. Unsplash. About autumn leaves. Oh, Chris Killowen, you did it. I've seen her. She's like in Mexico, right? Pretty cool. Here is let me share my screen. Hang on. Present screen. Share screen. Autumn trees photo. What if we did it like this? Like kind of like that. And it's kind of sideways. Yeah. You work with almost every medium. Very cool. Are you going to do Inktober? Have you got plans for it? I'm definitely doing Inktober. It'll be my fifth Inktober. This is the only pastel. I use it all the time because I want to use it up, but I kind of regret it. It's a really old one, and it's like the lowest level, like the student level artist loft one. But it's the only primary blue I have. All right, so how do we get this picture here? I think there's kind of 3 areas of color here, one of which is brown, right? Down at the bottom. Let's see if we did it like this. And then there's kind of a darker greenish area of the tree branches. Coming through in places. What's Inktober? Says Den22. Inktober, so like it's this thing where every day in October you draw something in ink and they give you some prompts. They give you 31 prompts, but there's a million. Yeah, there's like a million people like doing alternate prompts. Like you don't have to use the ones they give you. You know, some people are like, I'm gonna do, just insects every day. I'll just draw, or maybe you're really into drawing certain other things. I'm just gonna draw anime characters every day, or however you like. This upper level looks kind of yellow to me, but I'm gonna put some green down, like just a little bit of green, and then I'll put some yellow, some lellow. How about this? This is like I don't even know what color I'd call this. Maybe a sand color. Yeah, and so yeah, it is definitely like a sand color. But it doesn't stop there, right? You take your drawings once you've done them every day and you post them somewhere. And like I've been posting them on Instagram, and that's where I got a lot, almost. I wouldn't say most of my followers now, because once I started posting my comics on Instagram, I got a lot more other followers. But that's when I first got like hundreds of followers, was on Instagram. Yeah, IG definitely one of the cool places to post your work. And there's kind of like a little bit of orange back here, etc. I wonder if what I should be doing is kind of blending everything out first. But I'm gonna, because normally you wouldn't do that. You would not blend everything out because you basically wouldn't have any ability to add any more layers after that. But this paper, this is a Canson Mitientes pastel paper. I'm probably not even pronouncing it right. You post simultaneously with Facebook, and I will start in TikTok. I'm not on Facebook, and I'm not on TikTok. So IG is my only choice. But yeah, you could choose anything, like depending on where you were or weren't into. You could have all kinds of stuff. There should be like I want to put some red down, but I'm afraid if I put red, it'll start to overwhelm the color space. Maybe some pink. No? Like, what do you even call that color? It's kind of a red-brown, like an Indian red-brown. Like maybe this is close to what I got. I mean, this is not significantly different. I don't feel too bad about using some of this on that. And that's the path, the forest path. So as far as trees go, the trees are kind of gray. I'm going to use like a light gray for the front trees. Let's do the back trees first. We'll go back to front. So and this is just the furthest back one. So if these trees aren't great. So Miriam says, also, I participate in other events. Always someone new is watching. Yeah, totally. I started doing Septembit, but I have been kind of slacking on that. But I'm going to do that. It's 8-bit, or rather pixel art, if you're familiar with that. Like for video games and stuff. There's like a lot of light on the ground for this. Oh, there's a tree that's coming up here. Hang on. Drive-in Saturday is very serendipitous. This is amazing. Oh, your son loves pixel art. Yes. I love pixel art too. It's really cool. Hang on one second. There we go. Wait.
Hello.
How's
it going?
Amazing Sideburns is here. Awesome. Glad you could be here. We have hey, whoa.
Yeah, that came undone. Whoopsie.
Yeah, fair enough.
I can't wait to look back
Art
at that
Curious. One. Art Curious by MNW, which is Miriam, by the way. And Din22 is here also.
Hope you have a lovely weekend. Just some.
I need to have more yellow.
Right.
In this. Actually, a brighter yellow. I know I got a brighter yellow. This one's brighter.
I thought I needed a drill to break this steel thing, the steel wire, but
you can just bend it, like.
I mean, not break, but like mend it to this shape, like right here. I could actually do that by hand, not so much. It's not that like too strong. But yeah, that's good. I just have to wait for it to dry now, as I've only just added the they call it a slip when they put in like when you fix
like
cracks
the kind of the wet kind of wet clay.
Yeah, wet clay you can add on to fill cracks. Let's see. Okay.
It is Arts and Crafts weekend. Every weekend is Arts and Crafts weekend. In my world.
What do you think the difference between art and craft is like?
Well, okay, so there is this movement that happened in the it was called the Arts and Crafts movement. William Morris. Do you know who that is?
Nope.
And he started adding things like decorations to furniture and stuff like that. But he was a real artist, William Morris. And so you should when you went to art school, did you have to take art history? I mean, you probably
Renee,
depending on where it stopped.
There was a it sort of did some topics in theory. In like go to lectures too. There would be like one called Cool Old Masters, and that dealt with like the Renaissance art. Then like modern art ones as well.
So, yeah, so art history, I mean, it starts literally in prehistory and it goes up, and it's, there's a big focus on religious art and the Renaissance period, of course, all that. But depending on where it stopped, you could have talked about you could have been talking about William Morris, which is 1700s, I think. and this thing called the Arts and Crafts movement, and that's where we get Art Nouveau from eventually, and other stuff, which is later 20th century stuff.
Yep. Oh my God! Stop appearing cracks. You gotta push these out.
So Miriam says it's 1:19 a.m. So she's
That's my craft
day. Yeah.
1 a.m.
Just rewind, spin that back. Well, thanks for staying up so late. I, hope we're not keeping you up too late.
I'm gonna try to attempt to make a bust version of Debbie.
Well, that's kind of a cool idea.
There's some interesting pieces they'll need to connect.
I'm planning on finishing my page 7 today, and then I'm going to try and draw some of my page 8, but I don't know if I'll get to the page 8 on stream. So what we so for those of you tuning in, mostly what we do is comics, but in order to keep your comics fresh, you got to do other art.
Bold.
At least that's my opinion.
Keep them bold.
Keep them bold.
And brash. No.
Fresh flavor.
Bold and brush cast.
Okay. Now there's definitely... All right, I'm going to try and blend some of this out on the foreground.
No.
These are all supposed to be dead leaves eventually. And then I had an idea for another of my little paper doll looking things for a couple of robots. All right, where's my gray? Here's the gray again.
That would be interesting. Do a bit of... I have a rubber band. In the case. Where is it? No, not that one. Remember one rubber band.
The Squidward painting. Bold and brash. Do you know, is that what that's from?
Oh,
yeah. A SpongeBob reference.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's what you're... I like that painting, though, and I saw it... those fitness... like, channels that talk about nutrition and stuff. One of the guys was in his kitchen, and he had the painting of Squidward's Bold and Brash painting. That was
That's
awesome.
Kind of awesome.
Like, oh, that's fun.
I would not have caught that, although I was a pretty regular viewer of that show for a long time.
Let's see. Trying to make a Nick and...
I think I need to go over the darker gray rather than green so quick, but there is a lot of green in this. I sent a bunch of the paintings to my mom. She appreciates them. So Arcurie says, today I learned how to do 2 Halloween-related things involving engines. What did you do? Did you do, like, when you say engines, did you do something that moves? Like I've been doing the things with the, like the paper doll things, and pop-ups, but I'm interested in anything that moves. Oh, do you know soft clay? Is that a person or a material?
Is this me you're talking to?
Soft clay could be a person.
This is air dried clay. I don't know Casey's clay. I don't know him. All right.
I think air dry clay is or soft clay is a material.
Yeah, I'm using this one, by the way. This one that was recommended. You know, I was watching a video on like edge, like sculpting for beginners, and they recommended this from
Pretty
Italy.
cool.
I'm also trying to put armatures on this.
I saw somebody on Etsy. Every once in a while, I'll go on Etsy and see what other people are making, and they were doing like these little animal totem things that were pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Oh, stop motion animation. That's an idea too. That's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
The other is a mechanism for animatronics. Too difficult for now. Oh yeah, yeah. Sometimes you gotta like know where your limits are. I definitely could not do that.
Mm-hmm.
Although last week I did animation the whole episode poorly, but I got some things done, you know, and I learned a lot. So I think next time I try it again, I'll be a little bit better suited for it or armed for it. I hope. Somehow I'm not getting enough orange in here. Let's do this orange. Oh, that's a yellow. The soft clay comes in colors and acts like the one you have, but when it dries, it's like rubber. Oh, hang on, Art Curious. That's really cool that you mentioned that. Hang on. Let's see if I can find the guy.
Come on, get off my finger. Oh yeah. Nice.
It's this dude, Barnaby Dixon. Let me find his this guy right here. So this guy right here, he started out as an animator, and then in order to try and he was just trying to get like more recorded movement for his animations, he started going into puppetry rather than just having, he started out with stop motion, and then he eventually made them into puppets so that he could, I'm spending 3 days to get this thing to walk across the screen. Why don't I just like make my fingers the legs, and I'll just walk across the screen or whatever. And he started making these really incredible puppets. And they're very believable. Like they're, because they are really, because they're controlled by a, person, but they look animated. So it looks like very believable animation. All right, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, oh, you need like,
oh, where's the? Oh, yeah, it's right here. Good. Did the face last night. This is how it looks a bit. Not too bad.
Oh yeah, pretty cool.
It's gonna be a neat trick I'll show, but kind of depends how dry this is gonna be.
Dentity2 says animation is
animation is awesome. I should do some more of it sometime.
I just broke my medium yellow orange.
Oh wait.
I think part of my problem is I'm not I'm scattering my colors, and I should be like putting them in kind of chunks.
Just score the back, score the body parts so I can. It's a special technique. I think there's too much on here.
One thing that's weird. I'm looking at my colors on the screen, and I'm trying to, like, they don't look like what they like. The colors to me look bright orange, but when I look at them on the screen up there, they're coming off very strange.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do like a piece of white paper to key it better, but I don't think that works. Never mind.
Okay. Happens.
All right. This is going to end with. Oh, there's like there's totally some green up here. And like there's green all the way through here.
Oh, that might actually be a too thick piece. All right, let's see. All right, good. A habit of not like showing the work on the camera when I'm holding this. Okay, try my best.
Yeah, I do have it as a smaller aperture. I can make it wider, like that. Yeah, on the screen it's definitely pale. And it's not looking good. I'm looking at it right now and I'm like, how come this isn't darker?
I think I need like a wireframe through this. Probably. So I want it to be a bus standing up. Maybe I'll make my own podium thing.
I know I've got some more greens.
But excuse me.
Anyway.
It's funny.
I don't know what I did, but I have this thing where I have my Achilles tendon just goes out. And I wake up and I'm in pain. So I've got it like immobilized right now. I should be good by tomorrow.
Was Achilles in that Troy movie with like Brad Pitt? Achilles?
I believe so. I think because
he was
he's part of the
Achilles.
Iliad, right?
Iliad, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was. I watched that. That was pretty cool. I like the sword fights.
I love everything with like ancient Greece.
Uh-huh.
Like the meme going around right now is that that guys are always thinking about the Roman Empire, which by the way is true, to a degree.
Of a Cicero.
But I like ancient Greece better.
Sometimes they overlap, don't they? Greeks and
yeah.
Romans.
Oh yeah, absolutely. In fact, that's kind of what happens with the Trojan War. Although ancient Troy is Turkey, so it's really against the Turkish and the Greeks. But it ends with them founding Rome.
Could I actually pull this out? Yes, I did. We did it. At a cost.
I'm looking at my reds. This is red.
There we go. This is from a mannequin. Like the wood mannequins I used.
Oh, like those drawing mannequins?
Yeah. Yeah, I just pulled it off the bottom of that pretty hard. And then, yeah.
Mercury says cramps or tendonitis. Mine's definitely tendonitis. It's recurring.
I need to remove so much of this neck. Bad news, we have to remove your neck.
The doctor. the doctor says bad news. Your neck will have to be removed.
You have sigma. You have ligma. Anyway.
You have a malignant head.
I was gonna say you have sigma. I'm like, what? No, I'm in the other one. So, whatever. Whatever. I haven't had my coffee yet. Oh yeah, well I have had a caramel latte. That's it.
That's pretty good. So
Yeah.
Art Curious,
It's from Aldi too. They're not too bad.
Sideburns is in Australia, so it's quite early for him as well, although not 1 a.m. in the morning, which is where you are.
People mistake me for New Zealand. Someone from New Zealand. More
Did you ever?
recently.
That's pretty funny. Because did you ever see
No sheep shagger.
the yeah, that's what you just said. Sheep shagger. Did you ever see Flight of the Conchords when
Yep,
the
I did.
the guy thinks he's treating him really bad, and he goes, "Because you're from New Zealand." No, because you're from Australia. He goes, "We're not from Australia. We're from New Zealand." He's like, "Oh, okay. Well, you can have some. You know." It was Mother Uckers.
Mode.
That was the song. Was Mother
Oh
Uckers?
yeah.
Yeah, they were trying to get.
Oh, I
fruit.
remember that one.
Mother
Yeah.
Uckers.
I liked when he pretended to be David Bowie once. Jamie Clemens made.
That was a good one too.
I liked him. Yeah.
That was a good one.
Reese is underrated though. Reese Darby, their manager.
Yeah, he's not on anything. I mean, the other guy, what's his name? He's
Jamie
like on
Clement.
Jermaine Clement. I
Jermaine
mean, he's in one of my favorite movies, which is Gentlemen Broncos.
I liked him in What We Do in the Shadows. That's pretty funny.
I have not seen
Oh, and
that
also
yet.
Reese
I'm
is in that
saving it.
one.
Who's in it?
It's by Taika Waititi film.
Oh, right. Okay.
It was a comedy about vampires. Yeah. It's really charming, I think.
And they turned it into. It was a movie, and they turned it into like a series, right? Or is it the other way around?
A movie. I'm not sure what you mean. I think I know it was a movie.
There's a show now for it too.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm afraid I can't help you. Sorry, Deb. I know you look like a scar victim. You look like what's the villain? What's the Batman villain with all the scars?
Two-Face.
No, scars. The scars on his body for every victim he kills.
Oh shoot. I don't remember.
I think it was wonder if I should add more. Yep, I should add more of that.
Cicatrix. Thank you very much, Miriam.
I just need to add.
And then Din22 asked, was Sparta in Greece? The answer is yes, it was. It was in Greece.
Spartan Greece.
This is Sparta.
They come up with the phalanx formation.
I don't know if you can see my stupid. I'm not happy with it. This is going to be one of those. I better trust the process.
Trust the process.
Oh. All right, so if I want to have some sun kind of dappling down on the ground. I don't know if that'll work. I'm gonna have to redo my trees.
There we go, heart shape. Yep, there we go.
Is this a green? A gray? I'm looking for a gray.
I read the Plato book a little. Well, some of it.
A bit of it.
Yeah, it's an interesting little resource. I think I know the basics of it. I think.
Yeah, it's basically just all it is really it's about getting an idea. Because and that's all writing really is you just have ideas and then you kind of resolve them and then you go on to the next idea as quickly as you can.
Oh no, it's not. Oh no, not too far. Oh, this always happens with like clay. I need some kind of stop or something. like a peg underneath this to stop it like sinking in. You know what I mean? I need like.
To
I'm
stop
gonna
the head
check
from
if
going in?
no, the whole body going in and like poking out this. So I need a peg, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna
Okay.
find one, probably
No
outside,
problem.
like a clothesline peg. See you soon. What am I doing with the character? You'll find out.
It's a mystery. I don't actually even know either. What exactly is he doing with it? All right.
I found one on the floor just then. To answer your question,
Perfect.
I'm making a bust. I'm trying to do a bust, and I have mixed results so far, but I'll hang in there. I'll try to stop this from like sinking. But okay, got a collarbone. Nice. Right. Good. Neck is a little bit, well, has to support it. Now I think about it. I was looking up resin epoxy, like, and stuff. Like, there were two types of. I discovered there were two types. There was like
Uh-huh.
pouring resin and like casting resin, and I have a keychain thing. I wonder what this one counts as. Like,
Oh, that's like,
oh
I don't know.
yeah.
Do you ever watch Steady Crafton? He goes step by step, and you can actually see.
Did this just break in half? Are you serious? Oh, sugar. I just bonked. Anyway, you were saying
Steady Crafton. It's a YouTube channel, Steady Crafton.
No.
He goes step by step, and he will show you how to do all the epoxy steps. And he actually uses like pretty easy to find materials too. Like he makes his molds out of sometimes Lego plus clay. Lego plus plasticine
melted
clay.
down Lego.
Not melted down. Like he'll like make a form out of Lego, and then he'll line it with like plasticine clay. And you have to see some Steady Crafting is what the channel is called. With
Crafting.
It's not crafting, it's crafting. Steady Crafting.
Yeah, link it to me. I'll see it.
So, and Miriam says, I love better UV rosin. Do you do that too, Miriam?
Yeah, I heard about that. That one's where you can shine a light through it. I think like it's very it's like kind of transparent.
Well, the light actually hardens it.
Hardens? Oh, okay.
Because it's UV, right? So it's like you set it up and then you blast it with light, and then the light just hardens it up.
Oh, dear.
And then Din22 says instead of could use cardboard instead of Lego. I'm not 100% sure. I would think not. Just because of it's wet. But you might be able to do, I don't know, something.
The clay is wet? You're talking about the cardboard?
The epoxy. Like if you're going to try and build a form.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, you did some airbrush too, and soft clay skulls. That's some real Halloween stuff right there, for sure.
Oh, man. I need to start forming this because it's.
Well, Miriam, if it wasn't so late for you, and obviously you're welcome on any time. Would love to see some of your stuff sometime. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, watch just some.
I'll definitely I'll definitely sub to your channel actually.
All right.
If I haven't already, I do. I know I follow you on Instagram already. I'm looking at this and I'm a bit disappointed with myself.
You'll have to excuse my cussing. I'll do it a lot every time. This is just I did lock last night because I was I was trying to do the face a lot. It's a thing
I want a
with
different
clay,
orange.
it'll dry. The clay will dry in real time. Are you kidding me? Why is it not? Come on. Stay up. Damn it. Stay the heck up.
It can be really frustrating, I
Unbelievable.
imagine.
And I don't know why, but I do it, but I'm just into it right now. And
All right, we might call this one a wash for right now.
mhm.
All right, let me just put my stuffs back. All right, the grays, gray and gray goes on the gray ones.
I wish I had my...
I'm very organized with my pastels because it's just a nightmare otherwise.
Oh, please, just work. Get out. This little thing now is won't...
Green. I'm kind of disappointed with how that worked out. I might have to try something else.
I have a tendency to drop things too sometimes. Maybe I might need... Alright, the secret here, like, I'm going to reveal, because I'm going to try using magnet, like a magnet, because I bought some the other day. And I wanted just to use one pair of them.
Okay.
But I'm probably going to end up using more than one instead. But it's going to be interesting and fun, I think. Because
what's the magnet going to do? Just hold like the piece on, or?
It's a really strong magnet. Yeah, I'll try to hold multiple pieces on. It'll click. But I gotta do it in a way that doesn't, like, separate it. Like, when I try to pull back, it doesn't, like, take it out of it. Maybe I'll tape some of it. Oh my god. Stop it, you. Stop it. They're loosening it around.
Warsh. Hang on.
Warsh.
Warsh.
Max.
Be right back. Actually, I could just
Yuck.
click that right there.
Starry Night using pastels probably could do that.
War. Oh, here it is. So for Starry Night without oil pastels, you could totally do that. Actually, I kind of did something like that by accident, and I'll have to bring it in. I left it at work. Do you have fixative? I do. Although I'm going to leave it for right now. But yes, maybe that'll darken it up or something. Or maybe I could fixative over it, and then I could keep putting more layers down. But if I just give up now, well, I'm not giving up. I can go directly to my comics at 6:49. Ah. All right, this is page 7.
All right, I'll settle for this angle in here as long as I can. I'll try not to. I'll fill in this with, like, slip, but it's not going to be too deep. Hopefully that'll stick. It'll also keep these in place.
All right, let me zoom back out again.
Are you zooming out?
Yeah, there we go. Now I'm zooming out.
I think you could see what I was doing, like, with that. I was very centered, but anyway.
Oh yeah,
that's much better. So I've just added another magnet. It's really, like, these things do help actually put it in there, like, keep it in there, but I'm gonna let this slip, like, dry. It's probably gonna take long. So the magic will have to wait. It's gonna going to be interesting because once these two bits like join together, it's going to clip. Like it's going to clip like this. Can I show it like that?
Is it going to be Head and Shoulders, or are you doing like
head end? I'm going to try to make it so that it'll when the gravity, like we'll use some gravity to keep it in place. And to I have to add the other one too as well. These are tricky. Don't leave too many metal objects lying around when you're using magnets, by the way. Especially if you have a small one.
When you say small one, you mean a child?
A small one that a child could swallow, yes. Yeah,
That would be
I'm
bad.
talking about those.
Especially if they have to have an MRI at some point.
Alright.
Just
Wouldn't you just have an X-ray? Wouldn't you just have an X-ray to see where the magnet is? Or you could like just put a magnet up against it, your body.
Yeah.
And just like and just go like move it like there was that what's that thing that those magnet you can make some like sand art like with your finger and you can, I think you can move it around.
Oh yeah. The
I know
what you're talking about. It was sort of like there's one called Incognito or Who Am I, and you could like there would be a guy's face, but you could draw a beard on him or whatever else with the iron filings.
Yeah.
I had an MRI for my foot earlier this year, and it was fine, except they inject you with this like gadolinium stuff that'll show up on the MRI, and it totally made me throw up. And it was just an injection, right?
Yeah.
It was like, and I'm like, oh, it's an injection, and it's not even going in your arm. It's going in. I mean, there's a thing that's in your arm, right? But they inject the little tube. So you don't see it. And it's like the guy goes, "You might feel a little bit of nauseous from this," and I'm like, "Oh, really?" And then minutes later, whoa!
It's just to light you up like a Christmas tree on the MRI.
Yeah, on the MRI thing.
Oh boy!
I was like, "Dang, that was pretty rough." Right. And I'm like, "Does everybody do it?" And he goes, "Most people do it. Most people do it."
Well, I mean. Most people inject a foreign substance into themselves. Clearly.
Yeah.
He's still here.
Okay, hang on. Whoops.
Got the Air Force. It was cool. This was given to me by a guy at like I served. It's he was just very nice and
what did he give you?
He gave me this weird you didn't see it?
No, I didn't see it. I missed it. I was looking down.
It's a little flight thing.
Oh, nice. Remove before flight.
It's an Air Force thing.
Yeah. It goes on the planes. So this is so dumb. They at the PX, which what is it called in Australia? Because we have it called the PX at the military.
No idea, man.
They were selling like T-shirts, like ladies' T-shirts that would say "remove before flight," which I thought was funny. Like, that's a bit risque. All right. What I just drew makes no sense. Why would his one wing be up and the other wing be down? It must be like this.
Oh, I was watching the Caleb Hammer videos. You mentioned them before.
Yeah.
This is pretty useful. Like, I mean, like I especially like his when he was like interviewing that 4-year-old guy who like lived with his parents.
It's left.
He was talking. It was like he was flat like, you don't care about your degree. I don't care about your degree. Okay. and he like nearly got up and left. I'm like, bitch, I got like 2 degrees. Calm down. You're not a piece of paper, okay? Like
Yeah.
you got that thing because you did it. You wanted it. All right. Like that guy. Like that guy. I could believe he had 7 breakdowns as well. Like, because he seemed like
I don't know if I've seen that one. Which one? It was called 40. Was it a?
It was like a 4-year-old dude lived with his parents, refused to grow up. It's on his home, like the homepage of it. And I like how he blocks out the swearing with the cash sounds. Kind of makes me pay attention.
Yeah, that was that cracked me up. Well, the bad one was the guy that was on the substances there, and they had to block out every single mention of it.
Oh, the rehab, yeah.
The rehab guy.
I think they were talking about pot.
He starts out talking about that, but then he eventually starts saying, "Whoops, cancel." Then he eventually kind of admits that, well, it's something I have to do every day.
Really?
and then he mentions he's in a
yes, I know I had a car crash
trying to get into
recently, but
yeah.
Yeah.
What is the shortcut that you used recently with the text? Says Miriam. Oh, which shortcut do you mean? You mean where I selected the?
If I should.
Where I selected the layer. Do you use Procreate, Miriam?
Does she have an iPad? That's the first question.
Do you have an iPad? I guess that's the first question. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a technical pen. There it is. You use Procreate. Cool.
Should add stuff to this.
So to add text, you go over here to add under the whoops, like you can't really see it. You go in here to the wrench menu and you add text, and then it becomes its own layer. So I didn't really use a shortcut there. So you probably knew that much anyways.
I should just make this a circle first and then add it.
But Miriam, if you want to be doing comics, you want to join our Gilded group. It's pretty big. A lot of people doing comics, and we're publishing an anthology every couple of months, every 4 months, 5 months, 2 or 3 a year. If we ever get our cover done. Actually, I just saw the cover, and the cover is mostly penciled. I have a. Can I share it? I'll share the picture of it if I can find it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Let me bring it up, and then I'll share the screen. So nope. I got
oh my
the wrong
god.
Ting. Got the wrong thing.
I'm gonna break out the breast armature. If I can get some scissors. Time to nip and tuck, let's see. Alright.
Okay, so this is Open Original.
Cool.
Present. Oh. Share screen. Share screen. Okay, so this is Shell Presto, and this is going to be the cover.
Oh,
and it's got yeah, it's in progress, but she's got the there's Tarzan down here on the bottom right, and then wait, actually I could show it this way, or can I? I don't know if I can show it.
If I can. Can you show it?
Tarzan's over here. This is Blaze. This is Buckshot Wizard. This is Darby Cufflink, which is Marsh's character. That's going to be the Green Enchantress, the Green Sorceress, and then the other one will be Brillig. Yeah, and it's going to be. This will be inked by Man of the Atom. How good are you guys at drawing comics on paper? Well, it's tough. It's still the same skill, but this is on paper, by the way. What you're looking over here, it's just not me.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Explain me more. Okay, hang on. Let me share this one.
Should I add?
Okay, I'll show you a bit to it, Miriam.
More slip. All right.
I'm going to post a link here. Well, first let me do it this way.
Where's Jake? I'm doing breast things right now.
Yeah. Oh, the other Jake.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me share another screen. This one is... Okay. Can you see this? Okay, yes. All right. So what we do is every couple of months we put out a comic anthology as a group. And we have... there's 2 holiday editions that came out. One was Christmas and one was Halloween. And I don't know if we're going to do any more of the holiday ones, but we have 7 other editions. So the last one that we did was January, and it's Monsters. And you can see it's right there. It's 126 pages. I can't remember how many stories. I think there's like 5 or 6 stories in here. And then some of the other ones are, that's not that one. Uncanny Journeys, which Sideburns did the cover.
Manga.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see that? I don't know if it's coming up on screen. Oh, I have to actually, let me share a screen again. Present. I gotta stop screen again. Share screen. Uncanny Journeys. Okay, this is the one where Sideburns did the cover. Right here. And this one is 76 pages.
I wonder if you can Google it and see like it on like Google Images, it'll get a bigger result.
Maybe.
Or maybe you can go to Pinterest.
Open image and new.
Maybe in Pinterest it'll get bigger. Because that's really small right now.
Is it too tiny?
Mm.
All right, hang on. I'll just try and...
Let's see.
All right. I haven't screwed this up.
No.
Stop screen. Present. Share screen. There's the 9-volt end. There's the Uncanny Journeys one, which is this is the one that Sideburns did the cover of.
Yeah.
And it's about 76 pages of comics. So basically that's what it is. We make comics. And they're not sold at a profit. The anthologies are done kind of at cost, so it's like $6 or $7 for the whole book. We do pretty much. Some people work together, but you're not limited to just doing one story. If you can finish 2 or 3 stories in the time, you can have 2 or 3 stories if you like. So actually, I can show you some of them on here. I can show you the ones that I did. Anyways, almost all of them.
Oh, I have to cut back. There we
go. Let's see.
Need to cut around.
Okay.
Sugar. All right. Oh.
I had Simpleton up for a second. Okay. So this is one of the comics that I did. Oh yeah, it is a lot of comics. This is how we're trying to improve our skills, right? And get good and get somewhere with actually producing things and kind of learning how it works. And then eventually we'll start, by the way, the books are for sale, but they're not for sale for profit. But some of them are for sale for profit. So for example, my Frankenstein book is just me. When we do it as a group, I don't think it should be for profit because you don't know, like some people might be good and some people might be beginners. Everyone's turning in different, page links. There's no money in it. It's not something we're going to be selling in stores because we don't know how, or I don't know how. But if you want to learn to do it, the way to learn is to actually do it, right?
You trying out Amazon KDP, right?
Yeah, I've got
Silver
it.
Ball?
I've actually, yes, and Silver Ball's already set up, except I haven't finished the cover yet, so I should probably work on that. So this is another comic I did. This one is also in This one's in Uncanny Journeys.
There we go. Yep, gravity.
So, yeah, you want to try? Absolutely, Miriam. So I'll tell you how to do it. You have to come to our Gilded server because that's where it all kind of gets organized. So let me post an invite to you. Hang on. I'll put it into chat. I just have to find where it is. So, and I know it's quite late for you. So if we don't see you tonight, that's totally cool. But there you go. And Dinty too, you're welcome to click there too, man. So you'll see that there's people hanging out there. If you go there, there's already people there. And you can just be a person that hangs out there. But if you want to try making something for the upcoming anthology, the theme is magic for the new one.
Like,
the theme for the new one is magic. And it's going to be due like late November, early December. So you have a couple of months, and what we would like is just 4 pages. If you could do 4 pages, a story of 4 pages, that would be great. And it gets printed. Now, for you, Miriam, because you are in Israel, I would probably send you a copy because I'm curious myself what the postage would be.
You're in Israel?
Oh, okay. Miriam's in Israel, yeah. I think, right? Am I correct on that one? I'm saying what I remember from your
international.
Yeah. But otherwise they're at cost, so it's like whatever the cost is. So, and we try to keep the cost down.
Oh, you kidding me?
$6 or so. Oh, what happened?
My camera ran out of battery. Hold on.
No.
Don't worry.
And Dintu too, where are you located? I actually have never asked you where you're located. Sideburns will be right back.
Thank you.
After these messages. I should have like a cereal commercial to play. But yeah, if you want to learn how to do it, I mean, that was the kind of the thing. So we started doing this during the lockdown. Remember the big lockdown in 2020? Mm-hmm. And we were all kind of hanging out because we like making mini comics and stuff. And then I had gotten the idea of doing a comic like an anthology based on Wiz Comics with Evan Hill. And Evan, unfortunately, dropped out initially. But then we started inviting everybody, and Evan got back in, and we did this first issue. And actually, a lot of people wanted to be in it. So, which was really cool. And so that was the very first one that came out. And then we did 2 more like that year because, everybody had all this time. And then in the next year, we did 3 more. And then the next year after that, we did 2. And then the next year after that, we did 3. No, wait, that's this year. We've gotten 1 out. The second one's done. The third one's due by December. So we're hoping if things go well and I manage the cover better.
All right.
The 11th or 10th one. No, the 11th one will be done by December. The 10th one will hopefully come out as soon as the cover's done. Are you? Oh, you're still fixing it.
Get in there.
Oh, shit.
Open up.
I think I crashed it. I crashed my Procreate. And you can just use Procreate. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. No, you're on Gilded. They probably said hello to you. I would hope.
What are you going on?
Welcome. Here we go.
What are you doing? What a flipping...
Go ahead and explore at your leisure. I know, like I said, I know it's late for you.
Don't have to do it right now. All right.
Dintu too, you have the Doge icon on Gilded.
Everyone starts out that way.
So you can customize it and, figure out what you'd like to do.
Is this thing...
Oh, I just realized I'm on my technical thing again still. I'm still in the bubbles layer.
Why the heck are you doing this? Stop the camera. Just fucking away. Come on. It refuses to freaking open. Why the heck are you like this? Come on. Turn on, bastard.
Is it? Is it like Do you need another link to enter? No, you're good. You've got an account now. Just go to Gilded, and that should be on your list of servers at this point.
Hey, Beanie. All right.
Beanie is the cat, by the way.
Mm.
But yeah, so next time you go to Gilded or bring up the Gilded app, and you can have it on your phone or on your iPad or on your computer desktop. I have it on everything. It'll let you in. It's got like forums, places to post things. We do a lot of talking about comics, but all levels are welcome. Let's see. So anyway, this is the shard where they're trying to go. This crystal, as they're flying through space. We're flying through the magic realm. But yeah, you guys would be welcome to join in, and and you don't. We're not. We'll help you out as far as getting your stuff ready to publish and all that. There's also I have actually it's me and Man of the Atom now both have been taking classes at the Kubert School online, which is a comic school, and we talk about those as well. So we'll post when the classes are and things like that, if you're interested in those. Or there's just like resources and stuff there as well. And you don't have to, like, if you want to just hang out at the Gilded and with the peoples, you can. You don't have to be in the book or anything like that. There's a art share forum. There's a critique forum. You do kind of have to be able to handle a critique if you're going to be in the book, because we're trying to get it to a certain level. But I've seen your art, Miriam, and I think you're pretty good. It would be cool to have it. Oh, shoot. Why is this not working? There it is. His legs in the wrong place. Let's put it right there. It's a little bit better. Now his belt's in the wrong place. You're back. Awesome. Hang on.
It's alright. Come on. Calm down.
I'll turn this down. Hang on.
Yeah, I don't know why my screen is small, by the way. Don't ask me.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
Do this?
I said don't ask me. don't know.
It's probably my fault somehow because maybe like when you dropped out, we were at this level, and then you got reduced to that level even like a second time. It doubled up somehow.
I don't know. Did you reset? I don't know.
I didn't reset. It was me.
No, only me.
Anyway,
yeah, be careful. It's not looking bad. Not looking too bad so far. At least I can zoom in a bit. He is in the wrong place too. What do you mean?
Thank you. She might be referring to your screen size.
Yeah, I don't know.
Possibly.
Please explain.
A lady should never refer to a man's screen size. That's what I say. It's just
not my salary, no.
It's just unkind.
Never ask about my salary either.
Right, and never ask about our salaries. Exactly. I agree. Hang on. Am I in the right? I am not.
I think I'm making her like skinny, kind of malnourished. Oh no, don't want to do that. Come on, let's break it down.
Prometheus. It's Prometheus in the wrong place. She's saying my character is in the wrong place. Yeah, possibly. I'm looking at him. There's probably something to do with that far shoulder. So let me fix this this one speech bubble, and then I'll try messing around with him, see if I can get him to scan a little bit better. Makes me think that like this hand should be here, maybe. He's kind of like Captain Marvel, the Shazam type Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Or as I like to say, Captain Marvel Jr.
Does he say Shazam like in the comic when he's?
No, he so in the comic, well, Captain Marvel Jr. says Captain Marvel to transform because Captain Marvel would say Shazam because he got his powers from the wizard Shazam. And so Captain Marvel Jr. would say Captain Marvel because he got his powers from Captain Marvel.
All right.
I meant that I read the first of the page and it seems to wander all over. Well, okay. So if you look at the full page.
Well, you're wrong. Anyway.
It's perfect. No, it's not perfect, but they're going the same direction. He's flying the same direction. He's following this orb that he's got. And he's following it towards this little crystal thing in the end.
I'm hungry.
Oh, me too.
I don't know if I'm too hungry.
I had the what's it called? Music stopped. We got some Mexican food this morning. I got a burrito.
You had it in the morning?
Well, it was like
for breakfast.
10. It was 10 in the. I didn't get here till like 11, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But yes,
okay.
The breakfast burritos are awesome. Have you heard breakfast burritos?
I don't think I have. I had Taco Bell when I was in Sydney. I had the lettuce wrap or whatever it was.
Desayuno.
Lettuce wrap thing. And then I had the following night I had Betty's Burgers. Have you heard of those?
No, I haven't heard that at all.
They sound like an American chain, but they have like really great like milkshakes and burgers. Fantastic. They're pretty good.
Miriam says brunch. Yes. Well, I woke up.
I don't know. Are you talking about like high tea brunch? Like.
Well, just like the between breakfast and lunch is brunch. So it's just anything. You could have anything, really.
This back has not been looked after. No chiropractors can fix this. Hey, stop it.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now, Miriam. Because when you said you read the other page, you probably meant back on Instagram.
Yeah, a few words.
Because that was the one I posted. Your desayuno is an omelet. I love omelets too. I like anything spicy too, but I get like I make peppers with it and stuff like that. What's the shashuka? Is that what they make in Israel? But it's eggs with tomatoes. You read it while you were waiting for me. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, he flew through a portal. He's trapped. They're escaping now. They're leaving. They actually got released. Which is a good thing.
Oh, stupid pig. Everything sucks. Everything sucks. It's over. It's Jova.
Let me see if I can find something else. I've turned, for some reason, the...
You don't put it on loop, ever?
I put the loop back on just now. I just figured out shakshuka. Yeah, shakshuka is. I'm interested in that. It looks good. I like eggs. I like tomatoes. Din22 says, "Not sure what Sideburns is making. He's making a
Wobs. A bust.
A bust, right?
Because I tried to do
Debbie.
I tried to make a full figurine of Debbie, and she just collapsed. And man, oh man, oh no, I should have took care of this when I scored the play, because now I'm just drying too quickly. Gotta smoothen it out. Maybe I'll add more slip. Fix that. And I'll fix those cracks. Very nice.
I think I want to make I could probably do.
Hello.
It's basically tomato sauce and eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Shakshuka. I thought it was just like canned tomatoes. Is it really tomato sauce? I don't know if I like tomato sauce. But I would have the so we have this stuff here in the United States called Rotel, which is tomatoes and peppers, like hot peppers, in a can.
I can't pet you when you have clay in my hands. Sad face. All right.
And I love that. So usually, like when I make eggs, sometimes I'll pour like a can of that over the eggs. Actually, I don't like this one. Let's redo this guy.
Stop it! Stupid bloody thing.
Is that your cat?
No.
Looking for attention?
No, she's okay. The peg keeps just coming off.
Oh, that's okay. Fair enough.
Pisses me off to no end. Also should charge this battery. There we go. Maybe I'll put some like wire around it, the base.
That's a good solution. Or even like aluminum foil that you... Did you do it? Does it have a foil inside?
Foil. What do you mean? Foil inside.
Like you take your foil and you crush it into a ball or into an armature, kind of. I mean, you got the wire armature already, but you could build around that because
you're right.
it'll.
You know, I'll be right
more
back.
Strength.
I might get some foil right now. Hold on.
I might be done with this page. Coming up on it. But the bad news is I haven't drawn the next page yet. All right, let's call this one done. And what we'll do is, this is how I do it. I take the canvas and I copy the canvas.
All right.
And I post it to this thing right here. This is a this is sized for Instagram, so it'll fit on Instagram without getting anything cut off. You paste the whole thing on, and it leaves little things on the sides, but at least we know it won't cut anything off on Instagram. And then I share it to Instagram. Share JPEG.
What's your file size?
I had to look it up. I'll give you the file sizes here in a second.
Just send them to me. Just message them.
I'll message them to you.
Yeah. About it. Don't admin right now. Ah, there we go. Oh, you're a genius, Peter. Cool.
Did it work?
You're
Was it a good idea?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, and then it goes, there we go. We're on Instagram now with that. And then I'll just tell you what the size is, but I'll message it to you too. 2160 by 2700 for landscape. No, for portrait. Okay, where is it? This one right here. So this is how I start my comics page, is I usually start with the margin on an 11 by 16.
Hmm.
And then I fix it. And then I fix this one. I'm at a slight disadvantage. I haven't really thought about it. What's going to happen next? Oh, they got to be... Okay, then I make a new layer, and I drop the opacity down to about 30%. That way this is the draft layer. It's not the real drawing. It's like the drawing I'm going to do the ink layer over. And I think I want to have a big panel up front where they're kind of descending down.
Face, look on this. Oh God, hey.
I think they have to descend down, and then also we have to show Hondo transform from the goose back into a monkey, so that everyone knows that he's a transformer.
Mm-hmm. Pipper, shush.
How does he do it? Let's see. I'm gonna have to go find reference of a goose starting to land. Goose landing. What does that look like? Oh,
Sounds like a euphemism.
it sounds like an apartment complex. Welcome to Goose Landing. All right, here's the idea. If I make him small, And then the goose.
I should really not put like the metal. There he is, that's what I do. No.
And then he's got like the little house on his back. So let's make him a little bit in front.
Just had a thought. I just had a thunky thunk. A thunky thunk.
There we go. So which pencil? For the draft layer, I use technical pen under inking. So if you look under inking, I think everyone has these. I use technical pen. But the one I use for inking, I got a special one that I call Rusty Nib. And it came from a special set, but it was pretty inexpensive. Oh. I think it was $20.
Hello.
But you get a whole set. It wasn't just one pen. It was like, it's a whole set. In fact, I accidentally switched to it, which I didn't want to do. Fix.
I should actually incorporate these now. That's pretty good.
Does the looking at your stuff, Arcury says I use monoline. I like monoline too. I would use monoline if I was more comfortable with it, like especially for things like panel borders and the speech balloon borders.
We're making it like the end of our gloves.
I think we got to make him really small to make him fit with the goose size. So when I'm in draft mode, I just go like pretty sloppy. I have to admit, just getting the basic idea of the panel out. And then for the inking, I do a little bit more careful. I think his head is too big. Okay. Now I've got to show the goose somehow transform into a tiny monkey. Oh, I got an idea. How would I do this? First I'll have Abrax getting out.
Good job. Okay.
What's the music called? This is actually this music that came with StreamYard, and it's called Into Space. Some of the music I did myself, like I did this music right here. That's me.
There we go. Ah.
All right, I don't know. Is 3 panels enough? I should maybe... This seems like this panel is too big for what it is. I only want to do a big panel if there's something important going on or if it's a lot of dialogue. That I need the dialogue on. You might disagree with me, and I'd be curious what your philosophy is, because you managed to fit way more panels than I do, and I wish I could do it.
Panels, that does slow down your reading. That's the thing. The reading of the page.
Having more panels or having more dialogue? I guess both, really, right?
No, having more panels slows it down. What I heard.
Ah.
There's-
Yes, you can make music in the streaming thing. Says Dintutu is asking. You could even play video clips and things like that.
Oh, this stupid piece of wood. I fucking hate it.
So like I made... Here's a video clip. But like we could make like commercials or something like that. That might be fun.
We'll do it. Go nuts.
I haven't done it yet. Maybe at some point.
That's everyone's dream. That's everyone's like who wants to make something. They say, I haven't done it yet. Yeah. I really want
I haven't done it yet. It's gonna happen. Well, I'm figuring out animation. Like I'm trying to learn animation. I want to do a for next year. This is 2024. I want to do like an opening for a cartoon that doesn't exist. Like, you know, the opening sequence, like Scooby-Doo. Where are you?
Yeah.
You know, there was that opening song and like Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Right, and it has like they're running.
Yeah.
You know, and then that's what I want to have, something like that. All right, I got to think of what to do for this little spot over here. There's got to be some kind of panel. And this is him telling Hondo to transform back. So we'll see him as a goose, like the goose outline. And then we see his monkey form at the end. His winged monkey. Something like that.
Just gonna try.
You could make a fake commercial that introduces a goofy product and play it randomly during stream. That's a great idea, Dintu, too. I'll have to figure out what product it could be. I think it should be breakfast cereal. A breakfast cereal would be funny. Mm-hmm. Or some kind of like nonsense product. Like we don't ever say what it is. Like when they first started selling Mint Mobile or whatever, it was before Mint Mobile was Cricket. And they had a whole series of commercials like, buy Cricket, you're going to need Cricket. And nobody knew what the heck Cricket was. And it was like the cell phone service. But I don't know. That ear is in the wrong place. How about back there? I don't like this transformation picture. I think there should be probably a better way to do it. I can't figure out what to do in this panel. This is him landing in Arcadia. Let's see. Wait, what am I supposed to do here? Hang on. 222. Go to the introductions forum and introduce yourself. Share some art in the art share. There's one called the art share channel. And the art share channel as well, if you like. Here we go. I'm looking at level up exercises. Untitled Media. Yes, Were Crocodile. That's a Virgil Finlay drawing. Virgil Finlay was like a old school science fiction illustrator, like yeah, like super old, like 1930s pen and ink guy. But he also would do like these super weird drawings sometimes. So that one that Michael Hing posted with the guy with the alligator head.
That's me. I posted that.
Oh, you posted that. Oh,
I sent you a message because I couldn't get like I don't know, I couldn't post it for whatever reason. I didn't have admin perp.
That's right, because I hadn't fixed it yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I apologize for that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I
He's
fixed
working
it.
on it. He's working on it.
I totally fixed it. I gotta figure out what to do for this is Abrax, but I don't think I have his collar right. Okay. Hey Dintu, we need more. We want to know. You can't just say hi. I'm Dintu too. Tell us what kind of art you make, etc. Give us your opinions on triangles if you wish, something like that. It's not just me there. There's other people there. They'll be curious to know. Okay. So once I'm in this rough stage, this is like wet clay. I like doing things. Dintu, are you trolling us? Because you might get kicked out. Not out of my stream or anything like that.
Yeah. Do you
You're
actually want to
fine.
do comics or like, or just we don't post?
Yeah,
don't post
the guild
like spam a
server.
lot of memes in there. We're really like actual like focus.
They'll boot you out. I mean, that's just life. It is for the
Make
artist.
a madman. Haha. I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get the boot. I'm gonna like to get boot privileges. Yeah.
I like doing things. I may or may not be human. That's what he wrote. I like things I like to do currently. Come on.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you one more chance. You're better off saying nothing, really, if you're just gonna put that, because like it's gonna be somebody other than me that's gonna boot you. By the way, it's not even gonna be me. They're gonna be like, all right, this guy, boom, he's gone. All right, hang on.
He's writing. Don't worry.
All right, he's got something on there. Sometimes you can be shy, which I totally understand. It's like no harm there. I mean, I'm not trying to criticize you or anything like that. I know it might be hard.
Oh man, I'm making it look like a burn victim. I don't like that.
I don't know if I like this.
Wait, do we?
This long panel here. I've got to figure out maybe it's something like that. Dintu says, I like drawing things and comparing triangles. Awesome. All right. Willikers. I know, Dintu too. It's a high pressure world, but it's because it has to be that way because that's how things get done. Got to be productive in this world. By the way, it's 17 and up. Are you 17 at least?
Yeah.
That is an actual rule.
If he was young, he wouldn't say "Gee Willikers."
Gee Willikers.
He wouldn't say that.
That's not a young person. You would say like bet cap. No cap.
No cap on God.
No. Yeah, that's what you would say. We could play guess Den22's age.
Share some ID, bro. No, I don't really do that, but
So we're gonna
don't share personal information, but
we're gonna need photo ID. I can already see one of the problems I have is I'm definitely going to have to put lots of background drawing in this first panel because this is my establishing shot. Nothing else is really going to show it. This one might show a little bit. Miriam, Miriam says she's over 17. Just barely, right?
what?
Barely. Miriam, she's barely 18. She just turned 18.
I can't tell how old.
Den2 says I'm over 17. Okay, well, that's good.
Good.
All right, well, that's the first.
Oh,
that's the one where they don't even ask questions. They just boom, you're gone. Awesome. I might have to do like a more dynamic shot of Abrax exiting the goose thing. There might be a government shutdown for the U.S. in October, maybe. And if so, I will not have to work for a while. And I also will not get paid for a while too.
Oh. You're a government
Could somebody have an age reversal disease? Oh, Benjamin Button disease. I've had that. Made me much younger. I actually would not mind.
So you're a government employee?
Yeah.
Cool.
I have a very boring job, actually, which is kind of cool. I like my boring job.
I'm sorry, Deb. Sorry to make you look like a burn victim.
Okay. So I think on this page, here's what's going to happen. I don't write these out in advance. It's going to have they're landing in Arcadia. He's going to say something, and then they're going to be talking back and forth, and he's going to say, just 1 second, I have to transform Hondo back to his monkey form, and then Alakazam, and then he turns back into this monkey creature, and they're just kind of hanging out.
Back.
And then slowly I'll just refine each panel. There's got to be something in the foreground in this panel. Maybe like a tree branch or something. Can I post things anywhere related to the chat theme, or do I need special permission? In general, you can post anywhere that that you're allowed to post. Like, so if the places you can't post are that you can't even see them. I don't think. So, for example, you could post in general discussion. You could post in, I think the reading comics chat. You're allowed to post over there.
Kinetic.
We have the where you already posted, which was the picture of the day, character design, stuff like that. We also have a classroom and some other stuff in there. And Marsh from Marsh Makes Comics is also over there as well.
You see his video got 1 million views.
Yeah, yeah. That's huge.
Right on, man. Congrats.
Congrats.
Have you ever watched this stream, Marsh? Congrats.
He said he'd like to come on sometime, so that's
is
cool.
insane.
We're not really conducive to everybody's time schedule, I guess, and that's just reality. But Miriam, have you seen the Marsh Makes Comics? I think I've seen you on there, in fact, stream where he talks about mini comics and he's done a couple other things as well. He was the original influence for us all getting together, but he left for a long time when we were on Discord.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's come back. Like he was doing music for a while.
I might try to sand this when it dries a bit. For another 18 hours, I'll probably try to sand these parts. Yeah. For now, it looks pretty good. The form, at least. The back, not so great because it's unfortunately left a bit. Left a little too late because there's a little areas that make it look very ugly. But hey, all right. Fix this.
I'm trying to solo your thing there so we can see it even closer.
Yeah, well, not that bad. But this is how it's looking so far. She's even got little things. Because I'm gonna put some wire in her vest, and then it'll click on. I didn't want to make more than one pair of magnets, but we'll just see how that works out.
Awesome. Din22 asks, "What angle is best for digital drawing?" What do you mean, like having it flat or up on an angle, like drawing it like that?
Oh fuck! Why did I do that? Oh no! Forgot there was metal there. All right. So I think.
What do you think?
Good posture. I learned a thing recently. How to get a straighter back, how to get better posture. The key is to have your knees below your hips. As far as
I like that. Yeah, if that's much more. I just tried it out, and I'm on this chair right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I saw one of those saddle chairs on Amazon. It's $500, but basic idea, you're sitting you're in a horse saddle, and that gives less pressure on the backbones.
I think Evan has one of those, Rocket Ship Evan. Maybe.
I would like to test it out at some point when I get more money, maybe. Now, how is the head looking? I gotta be careful about this. Her neck is way too thick here.
Also, I'm pretty sure a Mentos tube can be used as a pen because the end is slightly tinfoil-like. What does that mean? I don't understand.
A Mentos tube? What? Wait.
I don't know if that could be used as a pen.
It's foil.
It's too big.
The end is tinfoil?
Is the end
you don't have
a Mentos tube?
Isn't it just a Mentos kind of it's wrapped in foil?
Yeah, it's like a candy. I don't even think it's a tube. I think it's.
Yeah, I guess you take out enough Mentos, you could make a point. You can form it into one, perhaps.
You took your Mentos and you sharpened it in a sharpener.
I'm not happy with how thick thick the neck feels, but
It's a shiny wrap.
live you learn.
Shiny wrap. Actually,
This neck is way too like thick. To be honest. All right.
what if I move the?
I'm gonna take some off. It's just way too much. Oh, don't hit that metal. Alright.
Let's add some text here. Suddenly,
He died.
the crystal seems to part.
Okay, so he died.
And they're landing.
Maybe I'll just hide them in. They make good.
Forest clearance. I may change this, but this is the Jack Armstrong regular 14 point type. Leading of 6, negative, boom.
It's not what we wanted to happen. Come on.
I'm going to call them the Travelers.
This is the exact thing we didn't want to happen.
What happened?
Magnet got out. It like.
Oh, it
use
popped out
metal.
of the...
I need the plastic one. It's right around here. Well, not that one. No, but I know. Oh, here it is. In the slip. All right. You try to attract to it now. All right.
All right. What is now 8:03? So, we're going to end the stream very soon. Do you have any final thoughts?
No, I got
a page roughed out, so that's good.
I have a page up on ducklingstar.comicseries.com. You can check that out.
Oh, definitely check that out. Hang on, let me put that up.
Go right ahead.
Everybody, lottie-dottie, everybody. Shoot. I'm just looking at it today, by the way. So that's new. That went up this morning.
Mm-hmm.
So this is ducklingstarthecomic-series.com. Done. Hang about. Oh, I seem to have to do it. So everybody check out ducklingstarthecomic-series.com. Updated today. Updated already, just right now. And you can check it out. Go back to the beginning and read the whole back episodes. Fill yourself in on that story. If you want to also get involved with making comments, leave a comment on this video and we'll get you an invite somehow.
Subscribe to the comic. You can follow as well.
So definitely subscribe to Duckling Star and make more comics. So let me bring up my thing here. Do you have any final thoughts? Any other final thoughts?
No, thank you for having me on.
I'm so glad you're here. It was awesome.
Thank you.
And always happy to have this stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to end the stream. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, Dentutu. Be a productive member of society. Goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
you of Earth are idiots.